Do you love to use embossing folders in your card making projects, but want a few ways to step them up? Well, in today's video I've got 2 cards with 2 ways to add a little bit more extra to your cards using embossing folders. So stay tuned and I'll show you how. This video features in a video hop to celebrate Altenew's wonderful whimsy release, and it's called A Touch of Whimsy. I'm Verity and welcome to my YouTube channel Pretty Little Button, where I make paper crafting tutorials for the everyday crafter. As I said, I'm using a couple of embossing folders from Altenew. In this video, I've got the Folk Art Motif embossing folder and also the Enchanting Vines embossing folder. And for the first card, I'm going to use the Enchanting Vines embossing folder. These are 3D, so when you emboss with them, you'll get a lot of depth, a lot of texture, and it won't just be 2 different levels of dimension, it is quite 3D. It looks beautiful as is, but I'm just going to step it up a notch by adding a bit of ink over the top. So I decided with the teal to add pigment ink in a metallic. So I've gone for gold here. And I'm just using a blending tool with a foam pad just to add the ink over the top. I could go directly to the paper if I had a full ink pad of just gold, but I don't have that, so I'm just using a blending foam. It also allows me to be a little bit more gentle on the amount of pigment ink I actually put down, and I won't actually smudge it too much down into the nooks and crannies, because I just want to create like a highlight effect on the embossing folder just to bring out some of that design. So as you can see, that is one way to step it up. Now I'm going to be using a similar method for the second one, but before I do that, I want to add a little bit more interest to the card first before I then emboss it and add some ink. So this time I'm going to take a blue piece of cardstock and ink blend over it. I'm using some Altenew inks here. I'm starting off with Caribbean Sky, and I'm just blending this onto a light blue colour cardstock. I'm using my Altenew stamping mat here because it's a lovely soft silicone surface. It's smooth, it also holds the card quite well whilst I'm blending. I'm using circular motions and I'm just fading this out into the cardstock into that blue shade. I'm then going in with another blue, so this time I'm going in with Prussian blue. And again, doing exactly the same, using blending motions, starting off the cardstock and blending onto the card. And I'm going between the colours just to get a lovely, smooth, gradual appearance. And for the last card, I really wanted to add some depth and darkness to the cardstock. So I'm going in with Sapphire, which is a beautiful blue, and I loved how this added so much drama to that card and the colours. I always find it's really a good idea just to go back between your colours just to smooth out that blend and that transition, and you will get a lovely ombre inked background. So this is a great step to do prior to embossing your cardstock with your embossing folder, is to add some interest to the cardstock panel first, and one way is ink blending. Once I've done that, I'm just running this through my die cutting machine with the Folk Art embossing folder. And this has a beautiful, beautiful design, really whimsical with the folk art nature. Instead of using a metallic, I'm going in with just a white pigment ink. Again, I'm using a blending tool over the top just to add the highlights with the white ink. I could use, as I say, the whole ink pad, but I didn't want to transfer any ink onto that pad, and also I didn't want to add too much ink, and using the blending tool foam pad really allows you to be more gentle with the amount of ink you apply. So I turned these into happy birthday cards using the happy die from Altenew as well as the birthday builder sentiment stamp set, and I also used on the second one the tall alphabet dies from Altenew, and I just trimmed up my card, just added a little bit of dimension just to make a bit of a variation in the card design. As I said, this is part of an Altenew video hop, and Altenew are giving away $25 gift cards to 8 lucky winners. There are $200 in total in prizes up for grabs. To enter, just leave a comment on the Altenew videos hop and or each designer's YouTube video as well before the 21st of April for your chance to win. Altenew will draw 8 random winners and announce them on their Altenew Winners page by the 23rd of April. So out of these 2 cards, which is your favourite? I'd love to know. Just let me know in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, why not think about subscribing, and you can hit that bell icon to be notified when my next video is up. There is a list of links to the products used in today's video down in the description box below, and why not check out the blog for some more photos and inspiration. Until next time, happy crafting!